Hi, welcome back. This is Chef Portia, and I'm back with my Farmer's Market Live recipe demo. So today I'm going to be doing a Panzanella salad, basically a bread salad. So I have in my grill pan some vegetables that are grilling. I've got stuff that I picked up at the farmer's market. So let's see, I've got these beautiful little baby peppers, sweet peppers. Put that over there. Baby sweet peppers. And then in here I have some little tomatoes. Okay, so lots of little tomatoes. And they only had spring onions. So what I did with the vegetables, so on the spring onion, I'm just going to go ahead and cut off one end, get rid of that. Then I'm going to cut off the very top. So this I'm going to keep, you can use that in salad. Basically it's going to be just like chives or green onions. So then I'm going to go ahead and peel back that first layer. It can be a little bit weird, a little tough. So then I'm just going to cut this into, then all I did was cut it into slices. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, cut that into slices. And this is what went into my grill pan. So that's grilling right now. This is going to give you a little demo on how I got there. All right, so peppers, and then on the peppers, all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the very top, very bottom. Okay, very top, very bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut that in half the long way, like so. And I'm going to get rid of that. You can use your knife, or you can use, sometimes our hands are our best tool. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these seeds and the ribs, those little white things that cling to the sides. All right, and I placed them right into the grill pan. So of course, all of this is after I washed my vegetables. All right, so that, and then the tomatoes, they just went into, and this is an oiled grill pan. This was set at about medium-high heat. So tomatoes, I've got my peppers, I have my onions in here. All right, so the bread that I'm using is a focaccia bread. And so what I want to tell you about this bread is, so I actually started, if you go to I have a new website, Chef Portia, chefportia.com, and I am offering a cooking course. So one of the courses is going to be a bread course, and so I make a focaccia bread in there. So go ahead, you can either buy a focaccia, make it yourself if you know how, or if you're ready to take your cooking to the next step, go from novice to being confident in the kitchen, go ahead and sign up on chefportia.com. You'll also see, I also have a knife skills class on there. So I have a focaccia in here. All I did was I toasted that up. So you can either make sure your bread is stale, or you can go ahead and toast that bread. And because we're going to do is we're going to make a vinaigrette, and it's going to basically really soak up that vinaigrette. And so you don't want that bread to really get soggy, so you need some kind of crunch to it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these peppers out, the ones that are a little bit larger. So look at that beautiful char on there. They've been in the grill pan. I'm going to go ahead, the larger ones I'm going to cut in half. These big ones, I have yellow and I have orange bell peppers that have been charring. The little red ones, they're a little tinier. I'm just going to put those right into the bowl with the bread. So with the bread, I'm going to go ahead and add the bell peppers. Also those onions, those have been charring. So usually you start with raw vegetables, but I kind of wanted to add a different flavor profile by adding some grilled vegetables. All right, and then the tomatoes. So all of those are lovely. They're bursting. I love it. All right, you can add some herbs to this too. I'm going to do a Parmesan vinaigrette without my salad. So these larger peppers, I'm just going to cut these either into thirds. I'm going to cut them in half. For the largest ones, those orange bell peppers, and then in half again. So I have quarters on those, and then right into that bowl. And then I think I cut these into thirds, so 3 longer strips. Here we go. All right. And now for the vinaigrette. So in here I have some mustard, I have some Parmesan cheese, and I have some red wine vinegar. And then to this, I'm going to go ahead and just whisk this up. And while I'm whisking, I'm going to go ahead and drizzle in my olive oil. Okay. Until that comes together, we're looking for an emulsion. It's going to emulsify, come together, be a nice homogeneous dressing. So you've seen me do dressings before. This I'm just eyeballing, and I like 50-50. So traditionally, you're going to be 2 parts vinegar, 1 part oil, but I like 50-50. 2 parts oil, 1 part vinegar. I like 50-50. There we go. All right, so I'm also going to add some salt and pepper to my salad. I have some salt here. So some nice salt, some pepper. that. And then here we go. Here's my vinaigrette, my Parmesan mustard vinaigrette. So here we go. A nice drizzle of that because you do want your bread to soak. So this should traditionally needs to sit for a little bit, but I'm just going to go ahead and give it a taste because it looks so good right now. You can add some greens. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and add some of those greens from the top. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to cut off the very top. I'm just going to chop down some of these greens because these look so pretty. I want something a little green in my salad. Okay, that looks good. Yes, okay, wonderful. All right, so there it is. So we've got the greens, we've got the bread, we have your onions that everything's been grilled. The bread has been either, like I said, toasted or go ahead and make sure that it is nice and stale. So yeah, that's looking really good. You can also add a little extra Parmesan cheese if you like. But let's go ahead and give that a taste. Give me a little bit of onion with that, a little pepper, a little onion, a little tomato. Looks really good. Ooh, that's so good. A little bread. So good. So thanks again for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and post this. Excuse me, with the recipe. And then make sure you check out my website, chefportia.com, where you can join me for cooking classes. You can do a knife skills class, or you can do what we call the 10 essentials. 10 essential meals everyone should know how to make. All right, see you then. Thank you.